Hey, welcome back to Down the Shed with Jason. If I seem a bit down, I'll apologise now. I buried a guinea pig about 45 minutes ago, and some of you may be saying it's only a guinea pig, but pets are family, so it is what it is. Anyway, this is the Gamo P-25, and I might turn it off shortly, but I thought we'd have one of last year's Christmas projects in the picture anyway. The Gamo P-25 Blowback, semi-automatic CO2 air pistol, and this is serial numbered, precision air guns. So, the only thing in the box is the instruction booklet and the weapon itself. There is a rail you can get for it. It's going to be in the box. I don't know if it was supposed to come with the gun, but mine didn't. I might speak to my friends about that, because I do want to pop in and do a little video in their shop. Maybe even do a video of some of the weapons. So the Weaver style rail. And it's sort of Picatinny-ish, but Weaver style rail you can see in these two. Well, if you look at all four pistols, the two on the left don't have the rail, and the two on the right have got the rail. So I reckon a little red dot sight on there would be pretty awesome, or a flashlight, whichever. Anyway, the pistol itself, we have a button on the left for the magazine eject. That one's loaded, the other end isn't. Well, two 8-shot daisy wheels basically. Takes longer to load than it does to unload. The pellet on the front is the way, obviously they can only come out of there one way, so literally I just tend to put it in at a slight angle like that first, and then it will just find its way in and click, and it is a really nice release. And if you hold it down, a bit like the movies, it will fly out and not catch it. Or if I do that for the benefit of the wide angle camera, you can literally like that. So yeah, if you can buy these, they're about a tenner each. Buy a bunch of these and preload them. I reckon you could empty 5 of those in under a minute. You could definitely empty, what's that one? Right, let's count how quick we can change mags. So ready, change mags. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5 seconds. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. 4 or 5 seconds to change mag, but I'm guessing the more we do it, the quicker we'll get. I want to make sure that's the unloaded side. This is 138 meters a second, or 450 feet per second, with Gamo PVA Platinum pellets. So I've worked it out to be around 2.1 foot-pounds. So it's only a third of the available maximum power for an air pistol. 6 is the maximum for a pistol, 12 for a rifle. So empty end of the magazine back in. So a quick look at the weapon. There's the magazine release. Obviously the magazine double-ended. Nothing else on this side. There's our trigger. Turn it over. We've got the safety and the ejection port, which you can actually see the mag goes in. There you go, saw it pop up into there. It is blowback, as it says, so every time you pull the trigger, it will cycle the slide, recocking the weapon. Safety catch, you have to pull this back and then slide it up. So off, pull that back, slide up, off, and you can't just slide it back up without that. Now the interesting thing, and I don't think many other people have covered this, I'm going to remove the magazine. The interesting thing with this weapon is once you cocked it, and now you can see the hammer is down. I'm going to try and get a good angle on this. When you apply the safety, it automatically decocks the weapon. So, cock the weapon, safety on, and cocks weapon. So I think that is a really good safety feature, that the fact that the safety can't go on with the weapon being, and automatically decocks the weapon. Apart from that, it's got white reflective sights, front and rear. They're not too bad, they do the job, and it is unloaded still, magazine's here. To load the CO2, and actually I've got a different bit of video that I can rescue from the original footage with the CO2, because this has actually got one fitted, but that's where the CO2 goes. Literally unscrew this, slide it in, screw this up, cap on, safety off, cock, ready to go. Okay, so I've had some fun with this gun. Not a lot, because yesterday I spent 8.5 hours in a police cell. Before that, 2.5 hours in handcuffs for a complete farce. Obviously I can't go into details because it's an ongoing case. We've slid the end of the gun, we've inserted the CO2 chamber, into the chamber rather. We've tightened this up, don't go mad and over tighten it. This has got a groove on the inside, you won't see it from that camera. That literally slides up and into position. Don't be an American and bang it in, because we don't do that. Same with the magazines, you don't bang magazines in, because when you do that you could end up discharging the weapon, negligent discharge. And we are talking full bore weapons, not air weapons for that. But plus it's not really easy. Do be wary when you eject the magazine, don't just press it and expect it to stop, because it will come straight out. But it is a nice eject, and I do intend getting a couple more of these so I can have 3 or 4 ready to go, which will take about 2 minutes to empty and 5 minutes, 10 minutes to fill. So I'd like to go out and get some footage of this rapid fire. It is semi-automatic, which means every pull of the trigger you fire a round. And I want to try and get a little bit on my mobile, if I can in slow motion, of the blowback. So let's just go and hit 8 rounds off at my little target. So we're outside in my garden. I'm about 12 yards from my target. Cock the weapon, 8 rounds. Just like that. It says a second. I think it's probably more like 2. Change mag. And we're ready to go again. Okay, so this crappy Motorola does not have slow-mo, so I'll try and do it through the software if I can. But here's 8 rounds fired into the ground, and we'll try and get our best capture. And that's that. So yeah, this P-25, it's only like 2.1 foot-pounds. It's a maximum of 6 for pistols anyway. It was 110 quid. It's not going to be the most powerful thing. I doubt trying to kill rats with it would be logical, but I might put a few rounds at one and see what happens. But other than that, cracking gun. And that's my new weapon. Just a quick look at some of the 177s. So there we go. I fired half a tin already. I only used about 3 or 4, possibly 5 cartridges. I buy 25 at a time for £17.99, the 12 gram ones, which I think is excellent value. So I'm going to put the empty end of the magazine back in the weapon, the right way. Safety's on, That's the Gamo P-25 blowback. The base of the weapon, I think, is polycarbonate. It's definitely some seriously heavy duty plastic, and all the top and working stuff is full metal, which gives it around, I haven't got any batteries in my scales, but this is 2 to 3 kilograms in weight, so you've got a hefty, decent amount of weight to hold up and shoot with. You don't want anything that's too flimsy and light, so yeah, this has got a nice feel to it. It's a lovely weapon to fire. It's great fun. They claim that you can empty the 8-shot half of the magazine in a second. Yeah, it's a big claim. It is, it's sort of possible, but I reckon you're probably looking at more to 1.5 seconds. But we have got a bit of a video with semi-automatic fire, so we'll see that, and you can make your own minds up and let me know what you think in the comments. If you've got one, what do you think of it? It's my first, I'll be honest, this is my first pistol, so I'm quite biased. This was bought more of a bit of fun. If I don't think I'm going to get one of the rats, I might just put the willies up them by putting a volley of rounds from one that I did the other day actually. Put the crappies up a ratty. But yeah, I don't think this is a rat killer. We need to find something more of the 6 foot-pound range to be taking rats out. It is an excellent garden plinker though. So if you've got like one of the duck targets, or you know, where they fall down and you shoot the one and they pop up, or you've got paper targets, then this is a good fun pistol to do that with. Remember, it is a weapon, it's not a toy. It can cause serious injury and possibly death. I say that for legal reasons. I doubt if this could cause death, but there's always the opportunity, that exception to the rule, so don't discount this. Thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to my channel. There's some electronic stuff with this come in. That was £3 in the charity shop, but it's a simpler version of the electronic playground where you've got the wires and the springs. You do feel like you've got a bit more of involvement with the circuitry that way. So anyway, I'm putting this away. I'll see you in the next one.